Alright, so I finally got my Patlabor Griffon from threezero. And yeah, it's a nice box. You can open this flap and see the figure inside. Obviously, it's kind of hard to see because he's all black and, you know, he's just kind of in the shadows. But yeah, an image there. I also pre-ordered the Ingram at the same time, or even before this one, but for some reason it's not available yet. But anyway, here's the box, and let's go take a look inside. Alright, so this is what you get. You have obviously the main figure in this clamshell, and then the second layer that has the base plus the wings. Then you have this, I guess, instruction manual here. It shows the, I guess, articulation here, and to avoid the pointy bits. Yeah, it just shows like articulation and stuff. Yeah, because obviously it doesn't transform, right? Oh, actually no, those are just rubber kind of, or foam to protect the sharp, really sharp legs or and feet. So obviously the figure, yeah, the pilot up there, and then 3 pairs of hands in addition to the one that's already attached. Then you have the backpack. We'll take a closer look at that later on, but it's nice even though it's covered. And then another wing part here, and then on the other one you have the wings wrapped in plastic, so that's nice. It's well protected. Put that in here. Then you have the stand here. I mean the base, and then the actual stand that just attaches like so. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It's obviously adjustable, but yeah, we'll connect that in a bit. So Griffon is also partially wrapped in plastic to protect it, obviously, during shipment. It's yeah, so in the neck, and the arms, and the legs. Just take a closer look at the backpack here. Yeah, so the backpack here has those boosters with some nice details in silver. That's really nice. But everything else is all black. Then you have the connectors that are metal, obviously, and then on the other side it's all black. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's, you know, it goes like this, right? The figures like this, so you can barely see those nice details there. But yeah, well, finally got it attached. It's quite tight, but it's, you know, the way to do it is kind of rock it back and forth to push it in. Also, this thing will come off. This thing, the wing connector that is, just kind of slides right in here. It doesn't snap or anything, it just kind of slide there. So yeah, and then obviously, well, we'll check out the articulation, but yeah, you can move that around. And then we should just be able to plug it into the back. But maybe we should plug in the vertical stabilizer first. So by the way, for this one, you can rotate this backward like this, and then here. So you'll have so that would expose basically the rod there, or 2 pegs on each side, which this one would clamp onto. There it is. You heard it snap. So it's connected properly now. And then attach the backpack. This one should be easy. You can see 2 pegs. That goes in here. they go nice and easy. And then, yeah, damn, it looks so good. Just need to avoid the pointy bits. You can raise the head. Oh yeah, you can see the seat from there. Maybe we can just shove in from the top. Nope, doesn't work. But so we'll open. So basically, this thing will just move up like that. So this whole thing just goes straight up. And I thought you have to remove this, but you don't have to remove this, because I thought it was gonna shift back and stuff, or kind of go like this. But anyways, it just shifts all the way up, and then this thing opens like this, like the stomach that opens downwards, and then you should just be able to. You're supposed to remove this part here. Yeah, so it does come off. Oh, okay. If you look at it closely, so the cover is like this, but if you turn around, you can see there's like 2 holes. So you basically just pull it straight out from the 2 pegs inside. But since it's out, then now we can put this figure. So that's how it looks like, which is actually pretty nice. When it's painted in a sitting position. So yeah, it's really nice. Then we can just put this back here. Okay, I can see the peg. Oh, it goes in a lot easier. So now, yeah, then you can see the pallet there, but it'll probably be easier to see when you bring it back down. Oh, jeez. And then we can close the stomach or chest. But yeah, you can see the little head poking out there. So there she is. It's really hard to focus with a macro lens, but yeah. All right, so let's close the cockpit there. Oh, okay. So there you go. All right, so I cleaned it up. I'm wearing these gloves now, so I'm not gonna leave any fingerprints. But yeah, being really black and shiny, it just looks so nice. But anyways, let's take a closer look at Griffon here. So you have translucent red for the eyes there, or camera. Also for at the very tip here. Then you have some silver details for like hydraulics and stuff, and then some, I guess, purple and lavender maybe, I don't know, but yeah, and then some more reds in the neck there. You get some nice details on the sides here, on both sides, and then obviously a triangle there, I guess, opening symbol. Then for the arms, you have this cloth-like material around like the joints and stuff, so that's really nice. And then again, some details there. Yeah, the fixed hands, like I said, there's 3 more pairs to choose from. You have more of this fabric here, so when you move, right, it kind of obviously there's enough material to like for the joints to move within it. Then those are the legs. Yeah, when it's clean and shiny, it just looks so nice. And then you got the feet here. Again, they're very pointy, so you have to be careful. And then on the back here, some more details at the bottom here, like at the ankles. Actually, we didn't really see it much here, so yeah. Then you have the more the cloth-like material, and then you have the stabilizer at the back here, and then like I was saying earlier, you won't really see the boosters underneath there unless you're looking at from from right below it. So yeah, then you have like the hinges here for the wings. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the close-up look at Griffon here. Let's check out the articulation. So for articulation, obviously the head can turn side to side. You can look up, kind of, and then look down. Then obviously the whole neck can raise up to expose the pilot inside there. You can close it again. And then for shoulders, I mean, again, I'm gonna have to stress this. You have to be careful when you're moving around because you don't want to scratch the surface, right? So, but anyways, has a butterfly joint. They can go front and back like this, and then you can go side to side like that, and then you can also turn at the joint. Rotate. I think, all the way pretty much. But yeah, obviously you're gonna have to avoid the wings. And then for the arms, you can spin at the elbows, and then the elbow itself can do that more than 90 degrees. Obviously for the wrist there's a ball joint, and then you can pull the hand, you can spin it there. But again, you get the armor piece on the arm here, so you're kind of limited. But yeah, maybe if you have a different hand that's slimmer, then you can probably move the hand better. But anyways, in the back here you have the wings. You can splay it out like this. It's not just here too, but also this little piece can go rock as well, and then the whole thing can move right at the joint, and then this thing can open and close this way. So yeah, it's pretty articulate wings. And then for the waist, you can go side to side like this, so you can do that. But you can't turn or rotate at the waist, so yeah, it's not moving. For the legs, oh man, you're gonna have to avoid the tip there, so you can't really spread the legs too much. But yeah, can you kick? Well, of course you can. It's really tight though, which is good. So you can totally do that. Again, avoiding the the sharp bits. And then obviously towards the back too. And there's enough give in the material, like the cloth-like material, to be able to do those poses. But anyways, and then at the knees, double jointed like this. So not exactly 180, but it's probably 45 degrees remaining. But yeah, and then for the foot here, you can do that front to back, but it doesn't seem like. Oh yeah, you can a little bit, so you can do some A stance. Yeah. So yeah, so pretty decent articulation. Just kind of hampered by the fact that there's a lot of pointy bits that you need to avoid hitting, other surfaces. So when you're using gloves, you can keep it finger free, and it looks really nice, clean like this. But yeah, anyways, we can grab the stand here. So there's Griffon, looking really badass, and yeah, generally speaking, I really like him. It looks pretty accurate, and then and I like how it's done here. It feels quality and decent weight. I like the cloth-like material, and all the surfaces are black and shiny. That said, you know, it's a fingerprint magnet, and also you're gonna have to be really careful with the pointy bits and not to scratch up like the surfaces as you move the limbs around. Speaking of which, I wish there would be a little bit more articulation, particularly in the waist. You can only, sway side to side but not turn. So definitely limits posability. But aside from that, like the limbs and the wings are decent articulation. What really pisses me off is the stand right here. In fact, I put it already back into the box here, mainly because of the connection to the figure is very loose. In fact, Griffon fell on from the stand multiple times while I was trying to pose him, and I got really pissed off because, like, I was worried that something broke, especially the pointy bits, like would have probably gotten nicked or whatever. But thankfully he's pretty robust. Another issue with the stand here is this lever here that you would press down to retract the stand. Well, I didn't want to retract. It will extend but not retract without some force. And as for the base itself, it's just really a basic. You would expect something like a storage solution to hold the accessories, which there isn't a lot of anyways, so it would have been easy to just put something in here that allows you to store the hands that came with this figure, but you have no place to put them, so it's quite annoying. But yeah, basically the stand is just trash. Aside from that, the figure itself is great. I just wish there's some additional accessories. Obviously he didn't have any kind of weapon or whatever, but some kind of background kind of thing you can pose him with would have been nice. That said, it's still a great figure, and I'm really looking forward to get my Ingram to pair with Griffon. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.